Hey guys, hello, what's up? How are you? Happy end of September. It's me, Kirsten, and this is the It's Giving Mystical podcast. And this is your weekly card for the week of the 27th, September 27th. Last week in September, rolling into October. I was thinking about it. And the monthly energy for October is going to be the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. How mysterious is that? I mean, those are two cards that say to us, you don't know everything you think you know, and what you think is so solid could change in a heartbeat. And while that can feel intimidating, it can also feel exciting, and it can feel so on brand for October, for this liminal space we are in between the summer, fall, into the winter. The veil becomes thin, and we just have this feeling like, almost like a misty morning, like what is going to happen next? And it's interesting because the energy we're coming out of for the last month is the Hermit and the Star. My wish for you is that you feel the depth of those two cards, and you feel for the fact that that is a time of healing. The card I pulled for us this week, just to give you a little sneak peek, is the Star. And I say that to you for a couple of reasons right off the bat. One is that it was the monthly energy for September. And when I pulled the card, I looked at it and I heard clear as a bell in my head, stay the course. Stay the course. So whatever you incorporated or integrated or decided in September, stay the course. You put the Hermit and the Star together, and that is a time of really healing, especially healing around these core wounds of worthiness, core wounds of being seen, core wounds of speaking your truth, core wounds of looking at how you've done things in a habitual reactive way and deciding, hell no, I'm done with that. I'm bored. I'm just so bored with that same old behavior. And the September energy really helped us find ourselves in some way. So even if some of you were having challenging, I know August is still echoing for a lot of people. The challenges that came up in August are still echoing for a lot of people through the month of September. But I'll just say to you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of us as we've figured out how to stand more fully on our own 2 feet, how to really trust the worthiness of our own voice, the worthiness of our own medicine. And so the Star coming in this last week, this last breath of September 2024, this last breath of time, the Star coming in to hold us through that feels like, yeah, baby, stay the course. Hold on to this feeling. Whatever part of you kind of like clicked into place, or whatever part of you saw clearly, or whatever part of you kind of resolved itself, made peace with itself, soothed itself with understanding and wisdom and vision. Whatever part that was, whatever experience that was, don't forget it. Like, stay the course. Hold on to that. The Hermit sometimes gets misunderstood in terms of like he's going off into the woods. The Hermit really is the part of us that stands apart. So it might happen in quiet ways, but the Hermit says, look at my light, follow my lead. There's something really important about that energy. And so some part of you kind of got turned on in September. Stay the course with that. So this week ahead, as we kind of finish up September and roll into October, there's just energy around your healing and around the it feels like lock it in. Like lock it in, make a note, check your files, say to yourself, this mattered. I did something here that mattered. The Star is the most deeply healing card in the deck. Like a good mother, I don't play favorites. I love all my children, but the Star card is one of my just has a warmth around it, has an ease around it. My whole body relaxes around the Star energy. And if you've heard me talk about this before, it's so funny because I was just thinking about that. I think we're starting to see some, not repeats, but like remixes of some cards that we had earlier in this podcast. It's interesting to me to think about, what does that mean for the future of this? Like, will I always just pull a weekly card, or might something else come out of this time together, come out of this practice? We will see. But the Star card, I love it so much because I love it. I always have. I remember being so little and going through my mother's deck and just loving it. She's naked. She's playing in the water. There's stars around her. There's an ibis bird. And I've always loved that. It has a kind of a crane energy, an Egyptian and a crane energy. And there's something about that bird that I love cranes, love them. From growing up in Maine, from growing up in the marshes, nothing brings me more peace than seeing a beautiful heron, a blue heron standing there, or a crane standing there. In a lot lot of my shamanic visioning, cranes always come to me, and they always come to me with this beautiful stillness and this like reminder that staying still is okay. The star card is like that. The star card says, wherever you are worthy. Wherever you are healing. Like wherever you are, there is a light and a love from source that wants to be with you, hold you, support you, celebrate you. You cannot be separated from that. Wherever you are, baby, today, hearing my voice, let me be the reminder you need to know that you can never be separated from that. You are always worthy of love. Always. Full stop. Unconditional. Never forget it. And the star card, I'll tell you, always made me so happy. Always loved it as a child. Always felt a deep peace there. But when I was older and working with the deck more intensely, more intentionally, the star card really came to me at a moment where I felt lost maybe, but like on my own more than anything else. And there's Stevie's barking. She hears me. She hears my heart calling. But I remember having this beautiful interaction in some kind of, I don't know, vision or hypnotic state where I saw my masculine ancestors, specifically my grandfather, my uncle. I've told you guys this before, but my grandfather and my great-grandfather were kind of my nannies for a while when I was little, and I spent a lot of time in the house with them and their buddies, and these were guys who were plumbers and contractors and boxers, and I have a lot of good memories of sitting around the table having a big box of White Castle with them or a big tray of tacos from Taco Bell. Like we were kind of just spending time together. They would spend their afternoons together. It's a really unique energy. I feel so lucky when I think of it. These are men who I loved so much. And if you can imagine like 3, 4, 5-year-old me hanging out with these guys, that's just a vibe, right? And in this vision, I saw all of them. And there was this idea that they had my back and that everything was orchestrated. Like I had only to be, and everything else would be revealed. And that energy always comes through in the star card. Like truly, truly, you really do only have to be, and everything will be revealed. There's one step here, and then there's another step here. And it's not your job to know or control or orchestrate the steps. And it's okay to be uncomfortable in life, and it's okay to be unsure. Part of what we're cultivating by having any mystical practice, by having any meditative practice, is we're cultivating the ability to be with what is. Be with what is. And when we can sit with that, even in its discomfort and even in its joy, right? We are not great at allowing joy to hold itself in our bodies. Like we kind of shut the valve of joy off before it can get shut off for us. My guy, Gay Hendricks, right? Can you stay in the joy? Can you stay in the good feeling 1 beat longer, 1 minute longer? How many moments, beats, breaths have we robbed ourselves of because we're so scared it's going to get turned off for us, and so we shut it down. We shut it down. We make ourselves busy. We have a conversation. We pick a fight. We look for trouble when maybe we could have just stayed in that moment, stayed in that beauty, stayed in that peace just a little bit longer. So my point is that we get uncomfortable living in the world. And the star card is the reminder that it's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable. What's even more okay is it's okay to trust that it's all happening for a reason. It doesn't mean we give up. It doesn't mean we're helpless. It's the opposite. It means that we allow what is to be true. We trust ourselves in in the ability to harmonize with that. And then we meet life. We meet this moment over and over and over again. What a simple and profound practice. And that is the reminder of the star card. They remind you that you deserve love. It's so simple. Like you're okay. And the universe, source, it thinks you're cool. Like it thinks you're okay. It feels good about wherever you are. So the human you might be like, dude, it hurts. Or dude, it's uncomfortable. But the bigger field holding you is cool. So cool. I love the way you're doing it. I love the way you're lifing. I love the way you're figuring it out. I love the way you're making a mess. There's really this fundamental truth that really we're not taught, especially if we're raised in any kind of faith-based religion. We're really not taught to appreciate the gift that the body is. And you guys have heard me say it, this 8 years is really about the reminder of how sacred it is to be here, how sacred this vessel, this body, this being, this incarnation is. And there's something about the body, especially in our culture, that we malign it, we beat it up. It's never good enough, right? It's always too much or too little, or not shaped right, or not curved right, or too soft or too hard, or blah, 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 blah. It's too needy, it's too hungry, it's too tired, it's too achy. And we push it. We push it so hard. We expect it to perform at this increasing pace that is just out of alignment, simply put, out of alignment. And there's something about the recognition in this year of how precious it is. Like if you could see the way your spirit, the way source, the way your guides view your body, they're like, dude, that's a fleeting moment. That is a moment. It is a fleeting, beautiful moment. Enjoy the fuck out of it. Like, enjoy it. Enjoy the aches and the cramps and the discomfort. Enjoy the shape. Enjoy the flaws. Enjoy the fact that your heart beats, that your lungs breathe, that your feet walk, that you smell someone you love. Like, oh, come on. What's better than that, right? I'm actually cooking pot roast right now for my kids. What's better than the smell of pot roast on a cold fall day? Like, we get to experience this, and this is very specific, and this is very, very beautiful. I get emotional about it because I've had to do a lot of work. My whole journey in shamanism has really part of a major thread, a major through line in my journey has been coming back to my body and not feeling, because spirit feels so easy to me. It feels so easy and free. Like I can just go. My mind, my energy can just wander. It can just fly free. And that feels really good. And that's exciting and liberating. And for me, the body has been, sorry, body, I'm going to say it, has been a bit of like a weight, like a thing that I exist in. And part of one of the major through lines of my time walking the wheel in shamanism has been to come home into my body in a realization of, oh damn girl, like this is not gonna last forever, and you are lucky to be here. It is a fleeting, brief, beautiful moment. You get to be in this form. Enjoy what you came here to do in this fashion, in this style, in this way. So the star card is saying all of that, like whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you find yourself in as you hear my voice, as you walk through the world this week, if you can, like sink into the gratitude, sink into the feeling that the earth wants you here, that you want to be here, that your ancestors, your guides, your angels look at you and say, yes, you. Yes, you are doing a fantastic job. To allow yourself to fall more fully into believing that gives you permission to be okay just as you are. And when you hold yourself with that kind of permission, that kind of like self-love, then this idea of what's the path you're here to walk becomes easier to navigate, because you're like, here I am and I'm doing the best I can, and here I am again, and here I am in this next moment, and here I am in this next moment, and how widely can I feel it, and how present can I be, and how fluid, how flexible can I stay with what life brings me, knowing that it's not going to last forever. That's the beauty and the sadness and the pain and the thing that we're often protecting ourselves from, and the thing that our body is a reminder of, right? Our body can remind us of time passing. And the star card says, like, be good to your body, dude. Be good to yourself. Take the space and time you need to heal. And healing doesn't have to be an active thing, right? Healing can be a feeling of surrender, of falling back into this moment, of falling back into what is, dude. Just to be present with what is. I promise you there's so much grace and expansion and love in every moment. In every moment. And so the stars is really interesting, curious thought about, like, where am I resisting what is? Where am I resisting what I need? Where am I resisting what's present with me here and now? I put that quote on Instagram a week ago or something, but it's not to have this like relaxed nervous system. That's not the goal. The goal is to have a flexible, fluid nervous system that's not shaming us or judging us for the ways we may have gotten it right or wrong in the past, whatever the fuck that means. And it's just saying to you here, feel life, take in life, be with life, and what's next? Like, where does that bring you? If I am very present with what is in this moment, what appears next? With very little like stickiness or effort or leaning in. It really is this moment of like, I'm just going to stay here and see what happens. And so much happens in a moment. All right, so I'm kind of rambling. I got on a little bit of like a, what do you call that? a tangent with all of this, but the star card really does offer you this feeling of like, stay the course. Like wherever you are, you're right on time. You are exactly where you need to be. And life loves you. Like the world loves you. And doesn't mean it's easy. Fuck. Like it doesn't mean like, oh, the world loves you. And so here you are, can sit in this field of flowers for the rest of your life. That's not living. Like maybe that's what we do in some other incarnation, in some other world, but that's not this world. And we want to be in this world. We are in this world and we want to be fully here. Okay, that's all my love from you from the star card. May you feel that presence. May you feel the collective energy of your masculine lineage holding you, supporting you, wanting you to succeed, and providing you with everything you need. And that's the experiment this week. How much can I just be here and know that I'm worthy just as I am? And that part of life is experiencing what is in this moment more widely, more fully, over and over again. Aho, dude, aho. All right, sending you so much love, and may you feel the protective forces of your angels and ancestors with you all week. May you stay the course in September. Remember, whatever locked into place, hold it, keep it, make it sacred in your field, in your heart. Maybe you do a visualization exercise where you picture it as an object, a symbol, a form, and you keep it. You bring it into your field. You keep it with a sense of softness and fluidity. What I learned here this month, I'm going to carry forward into my future. I will not forget myself again. You know, Tarot Mystery School starts on Tuesday, so if you haven't signed up and you're thinking about it, you got to get in there with us. It's going to be amazing. Also, in the total marketing speak of the day, if this podcast offers you anything, please share it with other people. Please like it and subscribe to it, and feel free to always comment. I love to hear, even if you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? I want to hear it. I invite you to really engage with it. It really helps me. It helps us share the love in the world that, you know what, we all desperately need it. We all desperately need a little more permission to feel like it's going to be okay, that we're okay. Even when it's hard, we are okay. All right, so much love. Bye. It's giving everything is sacred. It's giving art. It's giving light you up and turn you on and set you free. It's giving curiosity. It's giving freedom. It's giving love. It's giving you are more magical and powerful than you can comprehend. It's giving, I don't know what's happening, but I am so here for it. It's giving you are pure potential. It's giving mystical.